Earth. A living tapestry that holds within it an infinite gallery of wonders. A mosaic of deserts, rainforests, oceans and mountains, sculpted by time's gentle hand and nature's fiery spirit. Each landscape crafted with patience and precision. A verse in the planet's poetry. A silent story of resilience and grace. From the whispering dunes to the thunderous cliffs, the earth breathes beauty into every corner. So come, embark on a journey through these surreal realms. A journey as profound and timeless as the very forces that shaped it. A journey you would only have taken right here. At Travpedia. Our poetic journey of a lifetime begins. Far in the embrace of the North Atlantic, the Faroe Islands rise like emerald peaks, their cliffs plunging into frothing seas. These 18 islands, shaped by wind and wave, are draped in a blanket of green, with sea stacks and waterfalls cascading into the ocean. On Dranganir, a natural archway opens like a doorway carved through the island's rugged cliffs. The towering cliffs of Suðuroy descend sharply into the ocean, embodying the untamed beauty of these far-flung islands. Glittering like a turquoise gem, Detwa Lagoon lies cradled within Yemen's Socotra archipelago. Bordered by pristine white sands and rugged cliffs, it shelters a diverse array of marine life beneath its shimmering surface. The lagoon's waters, ever shifting with the tides, paint a dynamic portrait of nature's artistry. In this untouched sanctuary, the beauty of the archipelago is both reflected and preserved. The black sands of Reynisfjara Beach shimmer like a volcanic relic shaped by Iceland's fiery past. Towering basalt columns stand guard against the relentless Atlantic. Waves crash with a force that echoes across the shore. Stark and mysterious, the sea stacks known as Reynisdrangar rise ominously from the water, whispered to be trolls turned to stone. This beach, both serene and violent, is where nature's raw elements meet in the dance of creation and erosion. In British Columbia, Canada, the Spotted Lake transforms each summer into a surreal mosaic of vibrant mineral pools. Rich in magnesium, calcium, and other minerals, these colorful spots create a natural wonder of striking beauty. The lake's unique patterns tell the story of its geological richness, a vivid testament to nature's intricate design. In Bolivia, Valle de las Animas, or Valley of the Souls, stands as a haunting landscape of jagged rock spires that stretch towards the sky. Carved by wind and rain over centuries, these stone pillars rise like ancient guardians in a desolate, windswept plain. Legends say the souls of the dead wander among the rocks. Set against the backdrop of the Andes Mountains, the valley feels of another world, a place untouched by time. Aletsch Glacier, a colossal river of ice, winds through the Bernese Alps, stretching over 14 miles, making it the longest and largest glacier in the Alps. For millennia, it has carved deep valleys and sculpted the rugged landscape, with its ancient ice preserving vital records of past climates. The glacier's meltwaters feed into the Rhone River, sustaining alpine ecosystems and nourishing the valleys below. This enduring ice mass is a silent witness to the power of nature's slow and relentless processes. On Scotland's Isle of Skye, the Old Man of Storr stands as a towering rock pinnacle, rising dramatically from the surrounding landscape. This iconic formation, created by a landslide millions of years ago, is framed by steep cliffs and sweeping vistas of the sea and sky. The jagged rock, weathered by centuries of wind and rain, is a focal point in Skye's rugged terrain. The surrounding area is rich with myths and legends, adding to the mystical atmosphere of the landscape. Deep beneath the rolling hills of Virginia, Luray caverns unfold like a subterranean cathedral, where time has sculpted stone into breathtaking formations. Stalactites hang from the ceilings like delicate chandeliers, while stalagmites rise from the floor in silent defiance. Mirror-clear pools reflect the intricate beauty of this underworld, doubling the wonder of its limestone columns and shimmering draperies. Emerging from the cold embrace of the Bering Sea, Unalaska Island is a rugged sanctuary in Alaska's Aleutian chain. Cliffs and volcanic peaks rise sharply from the water, shaped by the island's turbulent geological history. The island is alive with seabirds, marine mammals, and wildflowers that flourish in its harsh climate. Its shores are graced by the elusive orca and the resilient sea otter, symbols of the island's thriving marine life. In this remote corner of the world, nature's raw power and beauty are on full display. On the coast of France, the dune of Pilat stretches like a golden wave, rising over 350 feet, its sands shaped by the Atlantic winds. This shifting dune, the tallest in Europe, moves inland each year, a tribute to the power of wind and sea. Pine forests stand in contrast to the glowing sands, creating a unique meeting of ecosystems. From its summit, the views stretch endlessly over the coastline and beyond. In the heart of Indonesia's Raja Ampat archipelago, the Wajag Islands rise like smooth emerald stones from turquoise waters. Limestone cliffs, crowned with dense rainforests, guard a world of extraordinary biodiversity. Beneath the waves, vibrant coral reefs teem with life, making these waters some of the richest on Earth. These islands are a lesser-known, pristine natural wonder. Sossusvlei and Deadvlei, nestled in Namibia's Namib Desert, are landscapes of surreal beauty, where towering red dunes surround white salt pans. Dead trees, long petrified by the arid climate, stand like ancient sculptures beneath the scorching sun. These iconic deserts showcase the stark contrast between life and desolation. Fingal's Cave, off Scotland's western coast, is a natural cathedral carved into basalt columns. Its arched entrance echoes with the sound of the sea, creating an acoustic wonder within its dark geometric walls. This geological marvel is a fusion of sound and stone. Rising from the heart of Indonesia, the Tengah caldera forms a landscape shaped by fire and ash. Mount Bromo, an active volcano, smolders within, amidst the barren plain. The caldera, one of the largest in the world, stretches over 6 miles in diameter, its floor covered in volcanic ash and sand. The surrounding peaks, remnants of ancient eruptions, stand guard to this volcanic realm. This landscape is a defining feature of the planet's sheer power and might. By the way, have you checked out the free Travpedia VIP link in the description of this video? It's your gateway to amazing travel deals and products for Globetrotters. No sign-up is required. Simply visit travpediavip.com today and enjoy. You're already a Travpedia VIP. Hidden within a secluded cove on the island of Zakynthos, Greece, white cliffs rise around Navajo Beach, where turquoise waters lap against the shores of bright sands. A rusting shipwreck lies at the heart of the beach, its decaying form contrasting with the brilliant landscape. The steep limestone cliffs create a natural amphitheater, a place where land and sea seem to whisper ancient stories. Tumpak Suwu in Indonesia cascades down in a majestic semicircle, its hundreds of streams flowing over the cliffs like a liquid veil. This towering waterfall, framed by lush jungle, tumbles from a height of 394 feet, creating a mist that nourishes the surrounding vegetation. The name, meaning 1,000 waterfalls, reflects its countless streams converging into one breathtaking spectacle. Deep within Arizona's heart, the Grand Canyon stretches across the horizon. This vast chasm was artistically carved by the Colorado River over millions of years. Its layered rock formations in hues of red, orange, and gold reveal a geological story billions of years old. From the south rim to the north rim, the canyon's sheer cliffs descend into a labyrinth of plateaus and hidden gorges. Vast, silent, and awe-inspiring, it endures as one of Earth's most ancient and most surreal natural wonders. Rising like a natural fortress from the sea, Cheongsan Ilchulbong is a volcanic tuff cone that crowns Jeju Island's rugged coastline. The crater, now covered in lush greenery, speaks of Jeju's volcanic past, a relic of ancient eruptions. Surrounding cliffs drop steeply into the ocean, creating a dramatic edge to the serene landscape. In Madagascar, the Avenue of the Baobabs stretches like a surreal pathway lined with ancient giants. These towering baobab trees, some over 800 years old, reach skyward with their upturned branches, known as the roots of the sky. The avenue, a remnant of once vast tropical forests, is now a landscape of solitary sentinels, standing resilient in the dry, harsh environment. In Palau's Rock Islands, Jellyfish Lake glimmers with golden jellyfish, their peaceful presence drifting through the sunlit waters. Separated from the ocean for thousands of years, these jellyfish have evolved without stingers, creating a unique and tranquil underwater world. The jellyfish follow the path of the sun, migrating across the lake in a daily dance. Scattered across Australia's Northern Territory, the Devil's Marbles lie like ancient sentinels, their rounded forms shaped by millions of years of wind and rain. These colossal granite boulders, some reaching 20 feet in diameter, balance precariously as if placed by an unseen hand. The aurora borealis is a celestial ballet of light, unfolding in the night skies above the Arctic. Solar winds collide with Earth's magnetic field, igniting luminous curtains of green, purple, and pink. These ethereal lights dance across the firmament, their beauty fleeting yet unforgettable. Frequently visible from places like Norway, Iceland, and Canada, the aurora is a cosmic phenomenon where the heavens and earth seem to merge in a dazzling display of natural wonder. Cascading down the Italian Alps like a frozen river, Falaria Glacier forms a labyrinth of crevasses and seracs. This retreating glacier, a stark reminder of our changing climate, slowly carves its way through the mountains, leaving rugged landscapes in its wake. Feeding into alpine lakes below, its icy blue contrasts sharply with the vibrant green meadows. The glacier's ancient ice carries the history of countless winters, etched in layers of snow. In the rugged northern reaches of India, Ladakh unfurls its barren beauty between the towering Himalayas and Karakoram ranges. Stark deserts meet azure lakes, while glacial rivers carve through the land's rocky face. Winds sweep across its high-altitude plains as Pangong Lake glistens like a sapphire. It is a place where nature's raw power is sculpted by time and silence. Water plunges from the heavens at Angel Falls, the world's tallest uninterrupted waterfall, dropping over 3,200 feet from the Ollantaytambo mountain in Venezuela. Mist rises from the cascade, nourishing the lush rainforest below. The falls are fed by the Churun River, which carves its way through the ancient, eroded tabletop mountains. Angel Falls is a natural wonder, a place where the power and grace of water are etched into the very fabric of the landscape. In the depths of Ethiopia's Danakil Depression, Earth's raw power is laid bare in a landscape of salt flats, bubbling lava lakes, and steaming sulfur springs. Vibrant hues of yellow, green, and red paint the ground, a testament to the minerals that bubble up from beneath. Here, tectonic plates pull apart, creating one of the hottest and most inhospitable places on Earth. Yet even in this extreme environment, life clings to the fringes, thriving in acidic pools where only the hardiest survive. In Norway's Arctic Circle, the Lofoten Islands rise from the sea in jagged peaks, surrounded by deep fjords and tranquil bays. These islands, sculpted by glaciers, are home to dramatic landscapes where mountains meet the sea in a breathtaking fusion. The waters surrounding the islands teem with life, including orcas and seabirds, while beaches of pure white sand contrast the rugged cliffs. The island's steep, rocky terrain supports a unique blend of Arctic and temperate ecosystems. Vibrant and otherworldly, the Grand Prismatic Spring dazzles within Yellowstone National Park. Its rainbow hues radiating from a deep blue center. Measuring 370 feet in diameter, the spring's vivid colors arise from heat-loving bacteria thriving in its mineral-rich waters. The hottest water, found at the center, reflects a brilliant blue, while cooler edges transition through greens, yellows, and oranges. Surrounding this geothermal marvel is a landscape of steaming vents and delicate mineral formations. In Arizona, Barringer Crater, a vast scar left by a meteorite strike 50,000 years ago, stands as a reminder of cosmic forces. Nearly a mile wide, its sharp rim rises against the desert, marking the moment when the heavens touched Earth. Its sheer scale and history make it not only a natural wonder of our planet, but a wonder of our solar system. Nestled within Brazil's Serra dos Orgulhos, Teresópolis is framed by jagged peaks and verdant forests. The Atlantic rainforest blankets the land in a lush green, teeming with life. Towering rock formations, shaped over millions of years, rise like ancient fortresses. This landscape is a sanctuary of unbelievable natural beauty. Drifting in the Arabian Sea, Socotra Island is a realm of rare and fantastical beauty, where nature's creativity knows no bounds. Over a third of Socotra's plant life is found nowhere else, thriving in the island's isolated and arid environment. Dragon's blood trees in the Dixom National Park dominate the landscape, giving the island an eerie, unfamiliar appearance. The island's rugged terrain and harsh conditions have bred a resilience in all life here. In the heart of the Swiss Alps, Lauterbrunnen Valley cradles 72 waterfalls within its steep, glacial-carved cliffs. Staubach Falls plunges nearly 1,000 feet, veiling the valley in a misty cascade that nourishes the lush meadows below. Alpine wildflowers bloom in vibrant colors, framed by towering peaks that seem to touch the sky. Carved by ancient glaciers, these cliffs stand as silent sentinels of time. The heavenly brushstrokes and masterful painting of nature's creativity are on full display here. In Brazil, the Lençóis Maranhenses stretch like waves of white sand, broken only by shimmering lagoons that fill with rainwater. These blue pools, set against the endless dunes, appear like mirages, teeming with life only when the rains come. Wind constantly reshapes the landscape, moving the dunes and shifting the sands into flowing patterns. The lagoons, fleeting and ephemeral, reflect the sky in pure turquoise as a delicate contrast to the arid sands. Far within the remote landscapes of eastern Iceland, Sturlugil Canyon reveals towering basalt columns, rising in harmony with the turquoise flow of the Jökla River. These ancient formations sculpted by volcanic forces, stand like a cathedral of stone, their hexagonal symmetry both powerful and serene. Once hidden beneath the river's waters, the canyon was uncovered when the river's flow was reduced, revealing its stunning beauty to the world. Beneath the crystal-clear waters of the Coral Sea lies the Great Barrier Reef, the planet's largest living structure. Spanning over 1,400 miles, this vibrant ecosystem is home to an astounding diversity of marine life: corals, fish, turtles, and sharks in a kaleidoscope of colors. The reef's intricate network of coral polyps forms an underwater city teeming with life. A marvel of biodiversity, it is as fragile as it is magnificent, threatened by warming seas and pollution. Mount Everest, Earth's most imposing peak, pierces the heavens at over 29,000 feet. It rises as a majestic colossus of stone and ice within the Himalayas, straddling the border of Nepal and Tibet. Forged over eons by tectonic forces, Everest is a testament to nature's unrelenting power and ancient rhythms. Its slopes, cloaked in glaciers and eternal snow, stand steep and unforgiving, where the winds howl like distant whispers of forgotten storms. This titan is an enduring emblem of grandeur and enigma. In the heart of the Indian Ocean, the Maldives scatter like a string of pearls across turquoise waters. These coral atolls rise just above sea level, their shores adorned with powdery white sands and crystal-clear lagoons. Beneath the surface, a vibrant underwater world thrives, home to diverse marine life, including coral reefs, colorful fish, and graceful manta rays. With nearly 1,200 islands, the Maldives form the world's most dispersed country, each island a serene oasis of natural beauty. Vitsakur, a lone monolith rising from the northern coast of Iceland, stands like a silent guardian against the crashing waves of the North Atlantic. Shaped by centuries of wind and water, this basalt sea stack, resembling a dragon or a great rhinoceros drinking from the sea, is cloaked in myth and mystery. The rock, weathered and resilient, defies the elements with stoic grace. The cliffs of Moher stand like giants on Ireland's western coast. Their sheer limestone faces plunge dramatically into the Atlantic. Stretching for 5 miles along the coast, the cliffs rise as high as 700 feet, displaying views of the distant islands and the rugged coastline. Seabirds soar, while waves crash violently against the base, eroding the rock in an age-old battle between land and sea. This is a timeless landscape that's both harsh and breathtaking, sculpted by time. Greenland's vast, icy expanse stretches beneath a sky that shifts from pale blue to midnight black, dotted with the glowing aurora. Its beauty by day is serene and relentless in its poetry. This colossal island, the world's largest, is enveloped by a thick ice sheet, which holds nearly 10% of Earth's fresh water. Glaciers move like slow rivers, carving fjords and icebergs that drift into the surrounding seas. Greenland's stark beauty, a landscape of ice and stone, reflects the raw power and ancient rhythms of nature. By the way, if you're enjoying this content, please consider supporting the channel and our efforts by becoming a member. There are many membership tiers, including Platinum VIP, which gives you early access to our videos before they're released to the world. Your support goes a long way in spreading this beautiful content across the planet. Simply click the join button below to begin your journey. Thank you kindly for your viewership and support. On Flores Island, Kelimutu volcano cradles 3 crater lakes, each a different color, blue, green, and red, due to varying mineral content and volcanic gases. These lakes, ever-changing in hue, are sacred in local lore, believed to be the resting place of departed souls. The volcano itself stands as a reminder of Earth's restless interior, where molten forces shape and reshape the surface. Kelimutu's lakes are a vibrant testament to the dynamic nature of our planet. Niagara Falls thunders with immense power as the Niagara River crashes over the cliffs, straddling the border between Canada and the United States. Comprising 3 waterfalls, Horseshoe Falls, American Falls, and Bridal Veil Falls. This natural spectacle drops over 160 feet, generating mist that rises high into the air. The falls have carved a deep gorge through time, their fierce flow a symbol of nature's unyielding force. It is both a breathtaking sight and a testament to the enduring power of water. In the heart of the Sahara Desert, the Eye of the Sahara gazes skyward, a vast, circular geological formation known as the Richat structure. Spanning nearly 30 miles in diameter, this ancient dome of rock has been eroded over millennia, revealing concentric rings of exposed stone. Once thought to be an impact crater, it is now understood as a deeply eroded anticline. The Eye is a mysterious and majestic reminder of Earth's ancient and complex history. Zhangjiajie rises, ever gracefully from the mist in southern China, its towering sandstone pillars stretching toward the sky like the remnants of an ancient forest turned to stone. These quartz sandstone formations, some over 3,000 feet high, were sculpted by millions of years of erosion. The pillars are home to dense subtropical forests, where rare and unique species thrive. Its alien landscape inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. The natural beauty of the region is deeply rooted in Earth's timeless novel of geological history. In the heart of the Canadian Rockies, Banff National Park sprawls across a rugged landscape of snow-capped peaks, dense forests, and glacial lakes. Established in 1885, it's Canada's oldest national park, a sanctuary for the great Canadian forest wildlife. The turquoise waters of Lake Louise reflect towering mountains, while the Bow River meanders through the valley. Here, the pristine Canadian wilderness flourishes, while the majesty of the natural world reigns supreme. Ha Long Bay, where emerald waters meet thousands of limestone karsts and isles, creates a seascape of otherworldly beauty in northern Vietnam. These pillars of stone, draped in lush vegetation, rise steeply from the sea, shaped by eons of wind and water. The bay is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, its caves and grottos revealing the hidden wonders of time. Its mesmerizing waters are a serene and timeless testament to nature's artistry. The Giant's Causeway unfolds along Northern Ireland's coast, where over 40,000 basalt columns rise in a stunning natural formation. These hexagonal pillars were created by volcanic activity around 50 to 60 million years ago as cooling lava contracted and cracked. The site is deeply intertwined with local mythology, believed to be the remnants of a bridge built by the giant Finn McCool. Here, the Earth's ancient forces are etched into every weathered stone, revealing a landscape both mystical and primordial. Cradled between mountains and the sea, Rio de Janeiro sprawls like a vibrant mosaic in southern Brazil. The famous Sugarloaf Mountain towers over the sparkling Guanabara Bay, while the dense Tijuca forest envelopes the city in green. Christ the Redeemer stands watchful atop Corcovado Mountain, arms open to the world below. From golden beaches to verdant hills, Rio's landscapes pulse with energy. Not too far away, a vast emerald sea of life blankets South America, where the Amazon rainforest stretches across 2.1 million square miles. This vast and vital rainforest is known as the lungs of Earth. Within this verdant expanse, 390 billion trees breathe life into the planet, home to a staggering 10% of all its known species. Rivers like the Amazon snake through its depths, nourishing the land and the creatures that dwell within. The rainforest is a living, breathing entity, vital to Earth's delicate balance. Drifting silently through polar seas, icebergs stand as towering monuments of ancient glaciers. These crystalline giants, with 90% of their mass hidden beneath the surface, carry the secrets of Earth's climatic past. As they melt, they release life-giving fresh water, subtly altering the ocean's pulse. Each iceberg is a fleeting masterpiece, sculpted by wind and waves, embodying the fragile beauty of nature's frozen heart. Stretching across the desolate landscape of California and Nevada, Death Valley stands as a testament to nature's extremes. Temperatures soar above 130 Fahrenheit. Yet life persists amidst its salt flats, sand dunes, and rugged mountains. The valley's lowest point, Badwater Basin, lies 282 feet below sea level, a place where earth and sky seem to meet. Despite its harsh conditions, the valley pulses with life, resilient and tenacious, thriving in the face of adversity. Nestled in the Canadian Rockies, Peyto Lake dazzles with its vivid turquoise hue, a gift from the glacial rock flower suspended in its waters. Surrounded by towering peaks and dense forests, this glacier-fed lake is a serene jewel within Banff National Park. Its color shifts with the seasons, akin to nature's changing moods. Soaring into the sky, the Dolomites in northern Italy are sculpted by time and geological forces. Their jagged peaks and sheer cliffs formed over 250 million years ago, glow with a warm tone at sunset. Deep valleys and alpine meadows weave through these ancient limestone giants, creating a landscape of breathtaking contrasts. Earth's forces of tectonics and geology clash, like waves against the sky here, in this land of verdant beauty. At the confluence of the Rio Negro and the Solimões River, a natural marvel unfolds as the meeting of waters. These two rivers, one black and one brown, flow side by side without mixing for nearly 4 miles. Their striking contrast, driven by differences in temperature, speed, and density, creates a vivid boundary between them. Vast and enigmatic, the Sahara Desert stretches across North Africa, covering 3.6 million square miles, with its rolling dunes and rocky plateaus shaped by ruthless winds. The ever-shifting sand dunes can rise as high as 600 feet, creating a landscape of constant change. Daytime temperatures soar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit, baking the Earth in a furnace of heat. While the night brings a chilling calm, all while sparse oases dot the desert, offering a fleeting glimpse of life. Stretching across Bolivia like a vast reflective mirror, Salar de Uyuni covers over 4,000 square miles with a thick crust of salt. Formed from the evaporation of prehistoric lakes, this salt flat transforms into a surreal spectacle during the rainy season, blending sky and earth into one. Beneath the gleaming surface lies one of the world's largest lithium reserves, a hidden treasure of the Earth. The stark, flat expanse seems to stretch into infinity, a canvas of pure white. Cutting through the towering peaks of Kyrgyzstan's Tian Shan Mountains, Barskoon Gorge reveals a dramatic landscape of cliffs, waterfalls, and alpine meadows. The Barskoon River, fed by glacial meltwater, winds its way through the gorge, nourishing the lush greenery that clings the rugged walls. The Barskoon waterfall, known as the Tears of the Snow Leopard, cascade majestically from great heights. The gorge is a haven of wild beauty, with dense forests and vibrant wildflowers adorning its terrain. Crowned by Hallasan, South Korea's highest peak, Jeju Island emerges as a volcanic jewel in the sea. The island's landscape is a tapestry of lush forests, dramatic cliffs, and ancient lava tubes, each telling a story of fiery origins. Gyeongsan Ilchulbong, or Sunrise Peak, rises from the sea as a volcanic tuff cone. Jeju Island as a whole is known to be a natural splendor of Earth. Victoria Falls roars with untamed power as the mighty Zambezi River plunges into a 355-foot chasm, sending mist skyward in a perpetual spray. Known locally as the Smoke That Thunders, this massive waterfall straddles the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe. The roar and grandeur of these falls is palpable from miles away. Rainbows arch over the falls, born from the endless mist, while the surrounding rainforest thrives in the nourishing spray. It's a dramatic spectacle of nature's force, ancient and unrelenting. Carved by glaciers, Yosemite National Park unveils some of the most iconic landscapes in the United States, with granite cliffs rising majestically from the valley floor. The towering peaks are iconic, with their sheer faces challenging the limits of the sky. The waterfalls here, including the towering Yosemite Falls, cascade with a force that echoes through the valley. Ancient giant sequoias, among the oldest living beings on Earth, anchor the park's history in their massive trunks. Rising from the Atlantic Ocean, Madeira Island is a lush, green haven forged by ancient volcanic forces. Its rugged cliffs and deep valleys are blanketed in vibrant laurel forests, thriving in the island's subtropical embrace. The ocean meets steep escarpments, where wind and waves sculpt the coastline near the Seixal region. The beauty of Madeira persists indefinitely as waterfalls plunge into the ocean from cliffsides, while the ocean's waves crash against its coast. Kauai, Hawaii's oldest island, is a verdant paradise sculpted by millions of years of volcanic fire and water's ceaseless flow. Draped in lush rainforests, the island's rugged terrain is carved by winding rivers and towering cliffs. The Napali coast, with its dramatic sea cliffs, plunges into the Pacific. Waimea Canyon reveals deep red valleys and cascading waterfalls, of which Jurassic flows as a heavenly sight to behold. This garden isle is a place where volcanic origins and vibrant colors of the land and ocean intertwine. By the way, are you enjoying this video? Kindly do us a favor and hit that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe and tap that bell icon so that you never miss out on any of our timeless new content. You will not want to miss the next release. Encircling the South Pole, Antarctica presents a land of extremes, where ice and snow stretch over 5.4 million square miles. This frozen desert, the coldest and driest continent, holds nearly 70% of the world's fresh water within its vast ice sheets. Life here is resilient. With species like penguins and seals thriving in the harshest conditions. Beneath the ice, subglacial lakes and ancient mountain ranges lie hidden, shrouded in mystery. Antarctica is a place of chilling beauty, where nature's raw power is laid bare in every icy breath. Beneath Iceland's Vatnajökull glacier, Skaftafell ice cave glimmers with an ethereal blue light, a masterpiece sculpted by the glacier's relentless embrace. This cave, ever-changing, is a fleeting wonder, formed from centuries of compressed ice, reflecting a crystalline world of deep blues and whites. The cave breathes with the glacier's movement, a living entity shaped by nature's hand. In Chilean Patagonia, Torres del Paine rises with towering peaks and azure lakes, a landscape carved by glaciers and winds. The iconic Paine Massif dominates the horizon, its rugged beauty a result of nature's relentless forces. This pristine wilderness teems with life, from guanacos grazing on the plains to condors soaring above. Glacial lakes, their waters reflecting the surrounding mountains, add a touch of serenity to the wild terrain. Suspended above the North Atlantic, Sørvágsvatn on the Faroe Islands is a lake that seems to float above the ocean. Perched on a cliff, the lake's waters cascade into the sea below, creating a waterfall that defies the senses. This optical illusion, born of elevation and landscape, makes Sørvágsvatn one of the Faroe Islands' most unique natural wonders. Carved by glaciers, Milford Sound in New Zealand's Fiordland is a masterpiece of nature, where immense cliffs rise from deep, dark waters. Waterfalls flow from heights of over 500 feet, their mist merging with the fjord's stillness. The sound here is both serene and rugged, a place where water and stone have shaped a timeless landscape. In the Azores, nature unveils a rare phenomenon. This is the upside-down waterfalls of Ribeira Grande, São Miguel. Here, intense Atlantic winds cause the water to defy gravity, catching cascading droplets mid-flight, lifting them skyward in shimmering arcs. In this remote island embrace, water and air unite, transforming gravity's pull into a soaring, poetic display. In the Philippines, the chocolate hills rise like a sea of undulating mounds, their symmetrical shapes stretching across the island of Bohol. These limestone formations, over 1,200 in number, turn a deep brown during the dry season, resembling giant chocolate drops. Carved by the forces of erosion and uplifted coral deposits, the hills are a marvel of geological evolution. In the rainy season, they turn lush green, transforming the landscape into a vibrant, rolling expanse. Beneath an endless African sky, the Masai Mara unfolds in a sea of golden grasslands, home to some of the planet's most regal and iconic wildlife. Lions and elephants roam its vast plains, while millions of wildebeest journey in the Great Migration. The pulse of life here is raw and unfiltered, a constant cycle of birth, survival, and death. The land itself, shaped by the rhythms of nature, is as alive as the creatures it cradles. Monument Valley rises from the red desert of the American Southwest. Its towering sandstone buttes, standing like ancient guardians of time. Sculpted by wind and water over millions of years, these formations glow beneath the desert sun, their fiery hues a symbol of the Earth's enduring beauty. Vast and empty, the valley's open spaces invite contemplation, a silent reminder of nature's majesty. Nestled in Turkey's central Anatolia, Lake Mika is a rare volcanic crater lake. Surrounded by dark volcanic soil, the lake's colors reflect the changing sky and many times appear to be red. creating a striking contrast with the barren landscape. Formed by an explosive volcanic eruption, it rises as a tranquil reminder of the Earth's fiery heart. In the warm waters of the Caribbean, the archipelago of St. Andrew stretches as a vibrant network of islands and coral reefs. Mangrove forests and seagrass meadows line the shores, while below the surface, colorful coral reefs teem with marine life. Lush vegetation covers the islands, nurtured by the region's tropical climate. Preikestolen, a towering cliff above Norway's Lysefjord, juts out like a stone altar suspended in air. Formed during the Ice Age by the relentless advance of glaciers, its sheer drop plunges nearly 2,000 feet into the fjord's deep waters. Framed by rugged mountains and serene waters, this natural wonder is a testament to the power of time and ice. Lake Baikal, a shimmering jewel in Siberia's frozen heart, holds a staggering 1/5 of the planet's unfrozen fresh water. Over 25 million years old, it plunges to depths of more than 5,000 feet, making it the deepest and oldest lake on Earth. In winter, its surface becomes an immense, icy mirror, reflecting the sky in shades of blue. Welcome to the biggest and truest natural wonder of all, the bearer of life itself. Earth's oceans, vast and boundless, cradle 70% of Earth's surface, serving as the planet's heartbeat. From their deepest trenches to their sunlit coral reefs, they are teeming with life, nurturing ecosystems as diverse as their waters. Tides move with the rhythm of the moon and sun, while ocean currents carry warmth and nutrients across the globe. Beneath the waves, countless species thrive in a delicate balance shaped by the forces of nature. In Thailand, Phang Bay rises from emerald waters with limestone casts shaped by millennia of wind and waves. Towering cliffs and hidden caves form an intricate tapestry of stone and sea, where mangrove forests meet the shore and coral reefs flourish beneath the surface. Sea turtles glide through the bay's warm waters, while the vibrant life of the reefs teems below. Beneath the canopy of Sequoia National Park, the redwood trees rise like living monuments to time. Their towering trunks standing tall for millennia. Some grow over 300 feet, with thick bark that protects them from the fires that are part of their ecosystem's rhythm. These giants, the largest living organisms on Earth, form a quiet cathedral where nature thrives in the shade of their immense branches. Among the redwoods, life finds refuge, from black bears to endangered species that call this forest home. On the shores of Australia's Whitsunday Islands, Whitehaven Beach stretches for 4.3 miles, its sands made of nearly pure silica, soft and brilliant white. The shifting tides create swirling patterns where turquoise waters meet the sand. Beneath the waves, coral reefs teem with life, adding vibrant color to the serene landscape. The sand's unique composition reflects sunlight, giving the beach an unbelievable glow. Not too far away, Iguazu Falls, straddling the border between Brazil and Argentina, thunders with the force of 275 cascades that stretch nearly 2 miles across. Water plunges from heights of up to 269 feet, creating a mist that nourishes the surrounding rainforest. The Iguazu River cuts through ancient rock formations, its roar echoing through the lush greenery. Rainbows form in the spray, adding color to the already vibrant landscape. In Chile's Patagonia, the marble caves are natural wonders, sculpted by the relentless action of waves over millennia. The swirling blue and white patterns of the caves reflect the turquoise waters that surround them. As the water levels rise and fall, new shapes and colors are revealed within the caves. That brings us to Uluru, a sacred monolith rising from Australia's red desert, like an ancient guard watching over the land. its surface shifting from deep ochre to fiery red with the setting sun, glows with the life of the Earth itself. Shaped over 500 million years, its sandstone layers hold the history of time. In the heart of Arizona, the petrified forest stands as a timeless monument to the power of transformation. Once living trees, now turned to stone, lie scattered across the desert, their vibrant colors revealing the minerals that replaced the wood over millions of years. These ancient logs, some dating back 225 million years, preserve the memory of a prehistoric world where dinosaurs once roamed. Stromboli, the fiery heart of the Mediterranean, pulses with the energy of an ever-active volcano. Its eruptions, frequent and fierce, light up the night sky, earning it the name Lighthouse of the Mediterranean. Black lava fields meet the sea, where fire and water clash in a dramatic embrace. On Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, Las Coloradas shimmers like a surreal dream, its salt flats glowing in shades of pink and red. These vibrant hues are created by the high salt content and the presence of red algae and tiny brine shrimp. Flamingos wade through the colorful waters here. The pools display a striking fusion of biology and industry. Diamond Beach in Iceland sparkles with beach icebergs, each glimmering like a precious gem against the black volcanic sands. Carved by glaciers and shaped by the sea, these crystalline sculptures reflect the Arctic light in a mesmerizing display. Diamond Beach is a fleeting gallery of nature's frozen art. In the vast plains of Tanzania, the Serengeti unfolds as an endless sea of golden grass, alive with the rhythms of life. Millions of wildebeest and zebras move across its savanna in the Great Migration, their journey a timeless testament to survival. Lions, elephants, and cheetahs thrive here, their presence woven into the fabric of the land. Acacia trees stand like silent witnesses, their silhouettes etched against the horizon. The Serengeti is a living stage where the drama of nature plays out in all its beauty and ferocity. From the flat Serengeti, we now venture to the shadows of towering peaks, where the Himalayan foothills stretch in rolling waves of green and gold. This enchanted realm is where forests meet rivers and valleys carve through the land. These hills, cradling life in their embrace, are shaped by the same tectonic forces that gave birth to the Himalayas themselves. The foothills are a meeting place of wilderness and tranquility, a transition between mountain and plain. This leads us to the giants that cast their shadows on those foothills. The Himalayas rise like titans along the edge of the sky, their jagged peaks reaching toward the heavens. Formed by the collision of tectonic plates, these towering mountains, the tallest of our planet, are crowned with glaciers that feed rivers stretching across continents. The range's sheer scale and beauty command reverence, a reminder of Earth's power to create and uplift. Mount Roraima, a mystical tabletop mountain, rises from the borderlands of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana. Its blunt cliffs, rising nearly 9,000 feet, form a fortress that has stood for millions of years, isolated from the world below. The summit is untouched by time, its evolution shaped by isolation. Waterfalls cascade from its heights, tumbling into the abyss, adding to the mountain's ghostly presence. In the high Andes of Peru, a mountain of vibrant stripes, known as Vinicunca, rises with bands of red, gold, and turquoise. The colors of minerals embedded in its ancient layers. At over 17,000 feet, the air is thin and the landscape surreal, shaped by tectonic forces that have carved its vibrant surface. Iron and copper have painted the rock in a palette that shifts with the light. Rising above Cape Town, South Africa, a flat summit dominates the horizon, where Table Mountain stands like a masterpiece of stone. Shaped by millions of years of wind and rain, this ancient formation cradles a unique ecosystem, home to species found nowhere else. Cliffs of sandstone plunge into the surrounding valleys, while the Atlantic Ocean laps at its base. In southern Brazil, Pico Parana rises from the mist, its jagged peak standing as the tallest mountain in the region, crowned by lush Atlantic forest. Shaped by ancient geological forces, the mountain is a refuge for rare species like orchids and jaguars, thriving in its subtropical climate. Deep valleys and steep cliffs cut through the land, creating a landscape both wild and breathtaking. In the heart of the Atlantic, the Azores rise as volcanic islands, where lush forests and deep crater lakes meet rugged coastlines. The soil, rich from centuries of volcanic ash, supports diverse ecosystems, while geothermal springs bubble beneath the surface. Whales and dolphins thrive in the waters, adding life to the surrounding seas. Flores Island, part of Portugal's Azores archipelago, rises from the Atlantic like an emerald jewel, its lush landscape shaped by volcanic forces. Towering cliffs plunge into the ocean, while cascading waterfalls tumble from the island's rugged peaks. Crater lakes, remnants of ancient volcanic activity, dot the interior, reflecting the sky in their pristine waters. In Mexico's Monarch Butterfly Reserve, millions of butterflies gather in a fluttering sea of orange, their wings filling the air with a gentle rhythm. Having traveled thousands of miles to these fir forests, the monarchs cluster together in a delicate balance with the environment. Protected by this sanctuary, the monarchs continue their life cycle, a demonstration of nature's unstoppable resilience. In the crystal embrace of the Andaman Sea, the Phi Islands shimmer with emerald jungles and sapphire waters. Towering limestone cliffs rise majestically from turquoise bays, sculpted by millennia of geological artistry. The island's lush vegetation cascades down to pristine beaches, where soft sands meet the rhythmic dance of gentle waves. The majestic Kilimanjaro pierces the African sky, its snow-capped peak standing as a sentinel over the Serengeti plains. This majestic stratovolcano, rising over 19,000 feet, is a montage of diverse ecosystems, from lush rainforests to arid alpine deserts. Glacial fields shimmer beneath the sun, remnants of ancient ice that contrast with the vibrant flora below. Within the heart of Botswana, the Okavango Delta unfolds as a lush labyrinth of waterways and wetlands, a vibrant oasis in the arid landscape. This vast inland delta, fed by seasonal floods, nurtures a rich array of flora and fauna, from graceful elephants to regal lions. Mangrove forests and reed beds provide sanctuary for countless bird species, their colors painting the skies at dawn and dusk. The delta's intricate channels create a dynamic environment where water and land dance in perpetual harmony. Nick Glacier glistens in Alaska's rugged wilderness, a colossal river of ice flowing steadily towards the sea. This majestic glacier, stretching over 12 miles, carves through the landscape, shaping valleys and fjords with its immense weight. Beneath the Caribbean waves, the Great Blue Hole in Belize beckons with its mysterious depths and azure allure. This massive marine sinkhole, over 300 meters wide and 125 meters deep, captivates with its perfectly circular shape. Sunlight penetrates the depths, illuminating the underwater caverns and creating a mesmerizing display of light and shadow. Vatnajökull Glacier, cloaked in Iceland's icy embrace, stretches as Europe's largest glacier, a vast expanse of frozen splendor. This monumental ice cap covers over 8% of the country, its breadth forming ethereal icebergs and glacial rivers that carve the landscape. Beneath its surface lie active volcanoes, where fire and ice coexist in a delicate balance. In Turkey, Pamukkale glows like a vision from another world, where white travertine terraces cascade down the mountainside. Shaped by mineral-rich hot springs over millennia, these terraces reflect the sky in their pristine pools. The calcium carbonate-laden waters have created a landscape that seems almost ethereal, with delicate, rippling formations. This cotton castle is a striking display of geology that has amazed mankind for centuries. Enjoying the video so far? If you haven't already done so, please do us a favor and hit that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe and tap that bell icon so that you never miss out on any of our timeless new content. You will not want to miss the next release. Kawayan burns with an otherworldly blue flame, its volcanic crater in Indonesia emanating a surreal glow. This active volcano, part of the Ijen Plateau, is renowned for its sulfuric fumes and shimmering acid lakes that reflect the beautiful sky. At night, the blue flames ignite the darkness, creating a hauntingly beautiful spectacle against the volcanic landscape. The crater's harsh environment is juxtaposed with vibrant fauna, thriving in extreme conditions around it. Along the Dead Sea coastline, vast salt flats stretch into the horizon, their shimmering surfaces a testament to nature's crystallizing artistry. This unique landscape, one of the saltiest bodies of water, reflects the sky in dazzling hues, creating a mirror effect. Windswept dunes and jagged salt formations rise from the flat expanse, sculpted by relentless desert winds. The mineral-rich salt deposits are harvested, their pristine white contrasting with the surrounding barren beauty. Zion National Park unveils a mixture of red cliffs and deep canyons, carved by the relentless flow of the Virgin River. Towering sandstone formations rise majestically against the clear blue sky, their vibrant hues shifting with the light. Lush forests and diverse ecosystems thrive in the park's varied landscapes, from desert blooms to riparian zones. Hidden waterfalls and serene pools add to the park's enchanting allure, each corner revealing new natural wonders. Tajikistan's mountains, part of the Pamir and Alay ranges, rise like stone fortresses, their jagged peaks piercing the sky. These ancient giants, some soaring over 24,000 feet, are shaped by tectonic forces and glacial erosion. Glacial rivers carve deep valleys below, nourishing alpine meadows dotted with wildflowers and grazing yaks. Snow-capped summits reflect the sunlight, while hidden lakes and winding trails weave through the rugged terrain. Rising from the Indian Ocean, volcanic peaks and lush rainforests define the dramatic landscape of Réunion Island. Active volcano Piton de la Fournaise dominates this paradise, its fiery heart shaping the land with frequent eruptions. Deep ravines and cascading waterfalls cut through the dense greenery. Cascading through the lush forests of Chiapas, a powerful torrent plunges from towering cliffs, creating a misty veil that envelops the landscape. This is El Chiflón waterfall. The turquoise waters, rich with minerals, tumble down in a series of falls, each one more dramatic than the last. Surrounded by vibrant vegetation, the waterfall's roar echoes through the valley, where ferns and orchids thrive in the cool mist. In the southern reaches of China, Guanyang County unfurls with terraced rice paddies, sculpted by centuries of human and natural collaboration. These cascading terraces, etched into the steep mountainsides, reflect the sky in shimmering hues of green, gold, and blue. Water flows through intricate channels, feeding the rice fields that thrive in this delicate balance of agriculture and ecology. Tsingy de Bemaraha in Madagascar is a labyrinth of sharp limestone formations, towering like stone cathedrals. These jagged pinnacles, carved by water over millennia, form an eerie landscape rich in biodiversity. Beneath the stone forest, hidden caves and gorges weave through the earth. Getioga's Gorge, nestled in Kyrgyzstan's Tian Shan Mountains, is known for its striking red rock formations that rise like fortress walls. These formations, called Seven Bulls, stand against a backdrop of alpine meadows and dense forests. Caño Cristales, Colombia's river of five colors, transforms into a living rainbow each year as aquatic plants turn the water vivid shades of red, green, yellow, and blue. Its clear, fast-moving waters reveal ancient rocks beneath. Off the coast of Mauritius, an illusion appears where a dramatic sand waterfall seems to plunge into the ocean depths. This is the underwater waterfalls. The optical illusion, caused by sand and silt flowing down the steep ocean shelf, creates a stunning visual effect. The turquoise waters swirl around the fall, giving it the appearance of a deep abyss. Horseshoe Bend, carved by the relentless flow of the Colorado River, forms a perfect curve in Arizona's desert landscape. The river, framed by towering sandstone cliffs, snakes its way around the bend, 1,000 feet below the rim. Erosion over millions of years, has shaped this iconic formation, its vibrant rock layers telling a story of ancient geologic forces. The ben's red and orange hues stand in stark contrast to the emerald waters below. Nieve el Agua in Mexico resembles frozen waterfalls cascading down limestone cliffs formed by centuries of mineral-rich water flowing over the rocks. These petrified falls glisten under the sun, creating a visual illusion of water in motion. Pools of mineral water crown the cliffs, their turquoise surfaces reflecting the sky. The Andes Mountains stretch across 7 South American countries, forming the longest continental mountain range in the world. Towering peaks, many of which are volcanic, rise to over 22,000 feet. Their snow-capped summits a dramatic contrast to the green valleys below. The Andes are rich in geological history, formed by the collision of tectonic plates, and continue to shape the landscape today. In Egypt's white desert, limestone formations rise from the sands like surreal sculptures shaped by wind and time. These white monoliths gleaming against the desert's golden dunes create an unbelievable landscape that seems frozen in time. Goblin Valley in Utah is a surreal desertscape filled with bizarre, mushroom-shaped rock formations known as goblins. Over millions of years, stand in clusters, their shapes giving the valley its whimsical name. Deep canyons cut through the landscape, adding to the eerie beauty of the region. It is a place where nature's playful artistry has carved a world of strange and captivating forms. That brings us to the Matterhorn, towering over the Swiss-Italian border. It is one of the most iconic peaks in the Alps, with its pyramidal shape rising sharply to nearly 15,000 feet. Formed by tectonic forces millions of years ago, this mountain is a symbol of geological power and natural beauty. Its steep faces, often dusted with snow, challenge the surrounding skies, while glaciers at its base carve deep valleys into the landscape. The mountain's sharp silhouette dominates the horizon, making it a focal point in the Alps' rugged terrain. The canyons of Viana, located in Brazil, are a landscape of dramatic cliffs and deep gorges carved by wind and water over millennia. The rock formations create a maze of narrow valleys where erosion has sculpted natural arches and towering spires. The area's stark beauty is highlighted by the contrast of arid cliffs and lush vegetation below. In the arid desert of Utah and Arizona, the wave unfurls in graceful, swirling patterns of sandstone, sculpted by wind and water over millions of years. Erosion has worn away the softer layers, revealing the intricate designs left behind. Mount Rinjani is an active volcano towering over the Indonesian island of Lombok, rising to a height of over 12,000 feet. Its caldera, formed by past eruptions, cradles a turquoise crater lake known as Segara Anak, surrounded by rugged peaks. The volcanic landscape is dotted with hot springs and fumaroles, evidence of Rinjani's restless energy. Dense tropical forests cloak its lower slopes, home to a diverse array of life. Kilauea volcano on Hawaii's Big Island is one of the world's most active volcanoes, continuously reshaping the landscape with its fiery flows. Its eruptions, both violent and slow-moving, create rivers of molten lava that carve new land into the ocean. Kilauea is part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, a reminder of Earth's deep, restless forces. Resembling the head of a T-Rex, off Bali's southern coast, Nusa Penida rises from the ocean like a rugged fortress, its cliffs plunging into crystal-clear waters below. The island's jagged cliffs and hidden waterfalls offer glimpses of its wild heart. Turquoise bays crash against the rocky shores, sculpting the island with each wave. Enjoyed the video? Make sure you're subscribed, and don't forget to click on these thumbnails to dive right back into more beautiful content. Thank you for watching another Travpedia exclusive.